So in this part we are going to be specific, look at the HTML. So on the first video we mentioned three things that makes up the web design, and that is the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript. Now on this, let's look at the HTML, and I have divided this HTML into three parts, and the first part is the HTML structure and heading. The second part, we look at the image, link, and the list, and the last thing, we shall look at how to come up with the table, form, and the footer. So under HTML basically uses tags. So we have various tags, each tag representing its own meaning or function. So we shall look at them in this particular part. So let's start with the first part, and that is the HTML structure and heading. So this part creates four things, and the first thing is the web page structure, the second thing is the web page title, and we have the main heading, and the last thing in this part is the introductory paragraph. So let's start by coming up with a sample of this part. So remember, we already created the HTML folder and the file in this particular folder, and the name of our folder was my website, and the file was index.html. So let's start by writing a sample of this HTML program. So we shall start by writing our header, and that is the doc type. This is the opening, it opens our website or our HTML, and then we continue HTML. HTML, and then we have head, we also have the opening tag and the closing one. So we have the title. The title will follow. And now the title, let me put student HTML learning website, and then you close the head. So this will be the title of my website or of my HTML file, and then we move on to the body. The body, yes. So under body, let me input the header. start with the header 1. My header 1 will be welcome. Welcome to HTML. Welcome to HTML learning. And then let me input the paragraph. So this is the HTML of paragraph. Let me say this website helps students learn basic HTML, and then we close. Then we close that part. Then I've closed the HTML. So open, I've closed the HTML body. I have closed the body. So this is it. So now let's see the output in our file that we had already created. So here it is, my website. Here is my index file. So let me open. Okay. It has already opened. So my HTML file is here. So far we have nothing. So let's run this. We first save this. Control S. So after we have saved, we come here and we run. So this is our output. Our first part. I want to subdivide this into two. This. Let me do this. Good. So this is what I have. So from this code, this HTML code, this is the output of this particular code. So let's explain this code. So the doc type. So the doc type, our first statement here, the doc type.